Let's go, Titans Nation. Let's blow out the Jaguars. See ya. Bye. I was pretty hyped in that video, didn't I?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was pretty hyped in that video.
Yeah, very hyped. Hell yeah.
Can I see some of your collection?
Absolutely, let's do it. So I'll walk. We'll walk through and we'll look at a few things.
See yours?
All right.
Yours in the box. Your hats and your glasses.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure this out.
I got these little things over here. I got some Titan stuff as well.
All right. Okay. So let's see. So I'll show you something cool. You mentioned Darren Bates a minute ago. I've got one. I got a custom helmet. I had paint. It's pretty cool. The detail on this is pretty dope. It's no easy way to do this. I wish I could flip it around for you, but this is kind of cool. How it's hand painted. So, and I love anything unique. So anything hand painted like that is going to get my attention.
That helmet would fire.
Really does. And I've actually got something. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real fast. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put this where you can see me. I'm going to do something where you can actually see this a little better. This is cool. Oh, God, I get a dust. Okay. All right. So I'll put this here. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get another piece. Put this around. Okay. So, God, this doesn't work. Okay.
So,
look at this.
Yeah.
So like this. See, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Oh God, I just knocked the shit out of that thing. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay.
So how is it going, man?
Man, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, man.
I also want to see your favorite jersey collection on the one out of your favorite jerseys.
Okay. I've got a couple there. So let me start with the earliest one, and we'll go from there. So I've got one that I got to meet Earl Campbell a couple of years ago, and got to talk to him. He told me something funny about Tannehill, and can't repeat it on here, so it's not real. It's not real appropriate. But this is one of his jerseys that was going to be one that he would have worn, but it's a backup jersey, so it was issued to the team.
Yeah.
So he didn't wear it.
Papa, I don't need it.
I'm sorry. What do you mean, buddy? You good?
I didn't need that Bluetooth. I was fine. I don't need it. I don't need earbuds. Do I?
You're getting hearing aids soon, so you're all right.
I can hear.
You're good for us.
I can hear you fine, man. Just go ahead.
Who's listening?
Are you there?
I'm here.
We're here too. Go ahead. Finish your story.
So, Preston, go ahead, man. It's okay.
All right. So we had the Houston Oilers. Now let's do Tennessee Oilers. This may be my favorite jersey. I mean, realistically, this is cool. So I actually got this from a guy that got it from a storage locker. I can't figure out how to do this. Here we go. Oh gosh, I'm like, yeah, here we go. Okay. Look at the pass of this thing. God, what is wrong with me? Hold on. This thing is like the angle's like screw with me. Okay.
Who is that? Is that Mason?
Mr. Derrick Mason. Look at this.
You knew, Brian.
It's beat up real bad. Like if you look at this jersey, you can tell he wore this a lot.
Oh yeah.
And with this jersey, I'll tell you, the 1998 jerseys, the Titans, Bud Adams was particularly trying to save money that year. So what he did was they only wore white jerseys. So that might have been the jersey he wore for every single game. Like they didn't wear light blue, they didn't wear navy, they wore white every game.
Really? I didn't know that.
Preston, I'm really excited to have you on.
I'm glad to be here.
You sound like you're an upbeat kind of person, man. We need that.
I'm upbeat all the time. I work for the state, so I'm I've been
Hey.
I was a caseworker for a couple of years. I'm in a good place. So I'm definitely blessed and thankful every single day. So I'm absolutely appreciative, and I bring that positive energy every day.
Well, we are too. We got a lot going on. I guess you know about that. Bryce's in a wheelchair, and he's got cerebral palsy, and he's doing really good. He's doing really
Good.
good. He's come a long way, baby. Hey, you darling.
Absolutely doing well. Yes, sir. So let me show you another one. So we've gone Houston Oilers. We've done Tennessee Oilers. How about Tennessee Titans? Let's do old school Tennessee Titans. We're going to do.
Hold on, boy. Hold on. Let me stand up my tavern real quick. Hold on. Will you help me?
I got you. Yeah. Hold on. Takes me a minute to figure it out too. Hold on.
Hold it.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. Just don't get all flustered like I. There we go.
There you go.
Is that good? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You need to relax. Relax. There you go.
That's a McNair. That's Steven there.
It is. That's nice.
This is actually a playoff the jersey he wore when they were in the playoffs the year against the Ravens that they lost. So not the best memory, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
I want to show him this thing I got.
Titans.
Wait a minute.
You saw this in the background. This
is
probably my favorite
Titan.
jersey. This is the Derrick Henry jersey he wore that he did a trade with Leonard Fournette. I'm finally getting angles on this thing right.
Yeah, we are too, I think.
So he did a jersey swap with him. He ran he had a 75-yard touchdown where he stiff-armed a guy here. And he traded with Leonard Fournette. Fournette did not want the jersey for whatever reason. So he ended up leaving it in the locker room. And a guy I know got it, and I had to buy it from him. It wasn't cheap, but it was worth it. I mean, plus I had it framed the way I wanted it framed. I had this hand cut and super good matting and all that fun stuff. But
was that the jersey from the regular season or playoffs?
It is one from 2019. I wish it was the one from the year before where he had the 99-yard run. This is a 75 run. This is from 2019, the second year they wore the jersey. This is the last year that Fournette played with the Jaguars before he got cut. And there's a rumor that one of the reasons he got cut by the Jaguars so late was because of what happened with this jersey. That he apparently didn't want it, and he wasn't truthful about what happened to it.
Whoa.
So that's kind of interesting. So
yeah. Anytime there's a story behind it, yeah.
Yeah, there's a story. So God, we could do that all night. That would literally take forever. So
how many jerseys do you have?
I have about 400. I don't know the exact number, but we'll go through a little.
No, Titans, are they? Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you. I'll get this here we go.
See that?
Even got Jarrell Casey hanging out my room. See, he's hanging out.
Wait, we got something to show you. We've had these.
All right,
we've been collecting these for 12 years, man. Or we started collecting when he was 12 years old, and he's 20. You remember the little cups in the hats? Can you see them?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. Well, they're cool. They're probably worth the most expensive one was what, Bryce? The Predators? No, the Patriots. $20 for a little hat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And a little cup. Well, we got a bunch of these. That's not it.
Now we'll show you guys something that I've never
You've never seen these
something that I've not shown anybody else like on any YouTube channels yet.
Okay.
So I got this ball from a buddy of mine from 5 years. Delaney Walker actually caught a touchdown with this ball. So what happened was a buddy of mine caught it, and I started bugging him. I said, "What do you want to sell it for? What do you want to sell it for?" He's like, "I don't want to sell it." Lo and behold, it sucks for him, but he had a flat tire and had to replace his rim and his tire completely because something happened. So he wanted to sell it, and we were finally able to get to a price that was reasonable. So there's a referee marking on it there, and if I can look at it, there's another side. Hold on, it's on the bottom, but that is kind of a cool piece. It's a touchdown ball from Delaney against them in a loss, but it's still cool. It's something different. You don't see it every day. But
No.
a couple other footballs. We've got this is one that Darren gave me, and that's one that he tossed me like during before a game. I've got one that Kendall Wright tossed me before a game. It said to Preston, nice catch. And I've got one of Michael Griffin's game balls from when he intercepted the ball against the Cleveland Browns a few years ago.
Boys, we're going to get to some games, honey. Get you some balls.
It's fun. They're fun. They're fun. I don't want a new stadium. I want them to stay where they are because
really.
Because if they're talking about trying to update the Titans stadium, if you think about the Predators venue is older than the Titans stadium. Well, I mean that should go first, but they're not talking about that. Just because it's outside. I know that's the only reason, but still. So
I like outside, don't you?
I do. I like outside. It's something about football and the elements. It feels more natural. It feels like you're actually playing football. I mean, if you're playing inside, I mean, it feels like you're almost playing like arena football. I mean, to a degree. Now, I will say I did have fun going to Atlanta to see Darren play this year. That's a nice stadium. That is nice. And the concessions were quick. The stadium was clean. Everything was really nice. I mean, the only thing that sucked was all four exits were on one half of the stadium, so everybody's going the same way after the stadium. You don't have like that Nissan that had 10 gates.
That's not good.
In addition to a bunch of little mini gates in between and club level. You got close to 20 ways to get out of Nissan. You got 4 in this thing. I mean, it was like walking like
just something. Oh gosh.
It was like walking.
I seen something about that about 2 years ago. 3 years ago, there was a fire right by where the Titans play. Something caught on fire in the stadium.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was walking down, and I was like, "That's not." I'm looking at it. I'm like, "It's on fire." It's like, "Oh shit, it's on fire!" Like they're like that thing's set on fire. I was like, "What in the world is going on?" And I thought, this is a bad omen for this game. And sure enough, we lost. But it was just the weirdest thing. That was just a weird thing. But I could have used you at Atlanta because I could have jumped on the back of your chair and we could have just plowed through everybody to get through it, get out of there.
Got you out of there quick. This ain't gonna fly.
Oh, we would fly. Yeah, we'd be out of there. They'd be like, get out the way.
Oh, man. It's even got a horn. It's beep, beep, beep.
We'd be loud enough. They hear us coming. We'd be flying through.
Yeah, his nan's got a big mouth. They hear me from here to the south. He's playing. I'd be heard in Tennessee for sure.
I would love to meet you at a game, bro.
Let's do it. I mean, when you come to a game, we'll make it happen for sure.
That's when you start saving our money. We start saving our money right now. Like $5
even a preseason game. Preseason games are cheap too, and you get to see a lot of guys play. It's good. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes the preseason games are bad, but I mean, if you're getting to go to a game for $30-$40, I mean that's pretty cool. But I'll tell you, sit low. Like, don't sit high. Sit low.
Yeah.
It's worth it to sit low. Or at least club level, because if it's like super hot or super cold, you want to have that ability to get it in and out.
Man, can you get my glasses? I can't really see.
Yeah. And you'll have your new ones by then, too.
Sorry, bro. I can't really see. I can see, but my eyes are...
I feel you. Yeah, your glasses you'll be able to see. I'll show you some of the also. I got a little bit of everything in here. I mean, it's a bit of a mess because I've been cleaning. I've been moving stuff around. I'm framing a couple things. So it doesn't look as good as it usually does, but
we're getting some new ones at the end of this month.
All right.
It's actually
these are as old as these cups. Like said his mother. They are. Remember?
Here we go. You're better now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now just keep your arms down. You can hold on to the wheelchair right there. There you go. Good job. Right there. Yeah.
I
know it's hard, man. I know it is. You don't need to move these? We got a bunch of them, don't we?
I got a lot of them.
Oh, we could sell these game tickets, but I'd rather not. I think we could save, don't you? You got to be frugal and actually save. Can't spend.
Did you hear her?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely save and sit low. It's worth it.
Yeah. We got a bunch of cards too. It's worth a little bit of money, but
I want to show
we're
him this.
saving. Honey, them aren't worth nothing. Tammy got into you. Them are the little coasters, but we're gonna keep them.
Oh, those are cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Like
Look at
those.
this.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is, don't you? That's a shower cap, man. You believe that? Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
I guess that's what
I
it
saw the
is.
shower curtain the other day. That looked good. That looks cool. That
Y'all hung got it for him the other night.
definitely.
All right, sister-in-law did us that.
More tighten up in my bathroom. My wife would not let me, even if that's the sports room, I couldn't put tight in the bathroom. So I had to go corny with a dog.
Well, dude, I got 4 dudes here.
Cool.
And
They're not my dogs, but they're cute. And then corny ass thing here that I picked out. I'm corny, but I wash behind my ears every day.
Well, I got 4 guys here, so I'm okay with it.
And it gives it like a kind of a funny, like it's like, okay, you're they'll walk in, people walk in and be like, all right, Preston, you're a dork. That's funny.
So we know you're a dork now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
We're dorks too. All right.
Preston,
yes, sir.
I actually want to see some of your cleats that you got.
All right, let's do it. Okay. So I'll show you something cool.
What?
All right. So we've got a couple. I want to start with a couple not as cool ones. These are cool, not as cool. These are David Fluellen's cleats. The My Cause My Cleats that they auction off every year for NFL for charity. And these are kind of cool. Actually, these are neat. They have these are all hand painted by Dakota Wiley, who is actually David Fluellen's brother-in-law. So that's kind of cool. That back, I'll show you these also. I've got a pair of Big Jeff's cleats, Jeffrey Simmons, from last year, 2020.
Where's the Javon Coast cleat?
I got you. Oh, Javon, you want to see Javon? I got Javon. I'll show you 1 second. I'm gonna show you another one that's really cool too.
Well, how do you get all this stuff? Are you just lucky?
Connections, a lot of luck, and a little bit of money. It's a lot. There's a lot of work into it. But this is really cool. I love these. These are hand painted by the same person, so I love those. And Javon Curse has some big ass feet, so these are custom made. Also, they have customized to his number 90. You see that?
Yeah.
He signed this one for me.
What size are they?
Probably 13.
You know what? That's a good question. Let me look in here and see. They are. It's not the easiest to find in here. It is. Is it? Shit, that can't be right. 14. These are size 14, but they're 14, but they're big as hell because they're they're football cleats. So I could understand that. I could see that being 14. They're just these things.
Oh yeah, cleats are huge.
Yeah, they're so wide it almost didn't fit back in there. So I've got Derrick Henry cleats also. I do like these. These are also hand painted My Cause My Cleats. This was actually on NFL auctions. I got this because somebody bought it and then sold it on eBay, and they lost and they sold it for cheaper than they paid for it on NFL auction. So probably not the smartest way to lose money, but I'm not gonna turn it down. Do you have Steve McNair cleats as well?
Oh, you do have Steve McNair? Oh, really?
Yeah, so look at this. If I can get the angle to work right. Hold on. Can you?
I tell you, when we do go to our first game, we're taking all of our stuff and we're going to have them sign it.
Hell yeah, we'll get some autographs. Hopefully this COVID crap's done, so that way we can do that better. Because it's been tough the last couple of years. Like
Preston, I want to ask you something. Did you get something off Tannehill?
I did not. Yes and no. So I got some pants. Like a buddy of mine used to work in the locker room. He got me some cool stuff. He got me pants of Tannehill, which I was like, I didn't want them, but like, it's because I don't have a jersey, but I've got pants. So if I ever wanted to be Tannehill for Halloween, I could be Tannehill for Halloween. These things.
Bryce has got the jersey.
Oh yeah. See, I look like Steve Urkel with these things on. See, like I'm wearing pajamas. So like this kind of funny. There's some of the socks. Like, okay, so I'll show you these. These are DB's ones, and his pants are like freaking stupid long. Look at this, like how long these pants are. So it goes all
He's
the
a
way
tall
up here.
dude. What is it, about
I mean, it
6'4"?
looks like something that a clown would wear. Like it doesn't even
Or
look
an
like something a
alien.
human would wear.
Like an alien.
It's funny because I mean that thing is almost as tall as I am.
Yeah.
I really like Tannehill, but he better get his stuff together this season.
Oh, he
So.
will. I think he'll be all right.
I think
He's
he's
gonna
going to
be
be fine. I
negative
think
about
that
him.
they are going to build around him and get him some more help, which I think is going to help a lot.
Me
And
too.
I think Henry's going to be better this year because he's going to be healthy, and he'll come out and get another 1,500, 1,600 yards at least, because he's going to be mad enough to go out and want to prove everybody that he's not
Oh
done.
yeah.
But he might get another 2K. Who knows?
I hope so.
I think they work good together, man. When they get their flow going, they do really good together.
They really do. They've helped each other a lot. Like they've been very, very beneficial to each other's careers.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, AJ Brown was an unbelievable draft pick.
That whole draft class was good too. I mean, you had him, Simmons, Booker, Nate Davis,
AJ Brown,
David Long. Everybody but DeAndre Walker has been huge. I mean, you had 6 guys, 5 of them hit. I mean, you can't expect to do that well every year, but that was a good year. And then only bad thing is you got to pay these guys now because Simmons is going to come up in 2 years. Simmons is going to come up next year because they got to pay the 5th-year option. And A.J. Brown's going to be due next year. You got to pay these guys a lot of money to keep them in Titans uniforms for forever.
I want to keep AJ Brown.
Oh, they're going to keep both. It's just they got to keep both.
I actually want to keep both. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll keep both too. I mean, because they both want to be here, and you know they've got to keep them. They're not letting good players like that walk because they're so hard to replace, especially Simmons. I mean, you can't really replace Simmons. The dude is such a difference maker.
What did you think about Julio Jones?
I think Julio was just hurt. I mean, he was hurt, and he tried to come back too quick because he wanted to be out there because he's getting paid.
I think so too. I told Bryce that he come back too fast.
Just wait till next year when Julio's healthy. He's going to come out there and he's going to prove people wrong. He's going to be like, "Say, I told you, I got
it in your face."
Hey, Preston, I want to ask you a question. Who was your favorite wide receiver of all time?
Randy Moss, easy. Randy Moss, love Randy Moss. I got to meet him a couple years ago.
I'll answer that as well. Mine would
sign this photo. I drove all the way to wherever Alabama State University is. I think it's I should know this. I think it's Birmingham. It's whatever's like. Yeah, I think it's Birmingham. It's like 4 hours away from Nashville. I did that in a day and came back the same day.
Mine is Julio Jones.
I like Julio. Julio's up there. Randy was just so nice, though. Like, I've met him a few times. Randy is so nice. I've not heard – I mean, I don't know how Julio is because I've never met him, but I know Randy's a really nice guy.
Maybe next year you can meet Julio Jones.
I hope so. It'd be nice. I'd like to get a picture with him. That'd be really cool. I'd put it on my wall.
Have you met Keith Bullock?
Yes, sir, I have. That's one of my favorites too. I've seen him a lot. He knows me by name, so that's kind of cool. He actually has a coffee shop in Franklin, and he owns it, but he is back there cooking a lot. So he's in there hanging out in his own business, just making food and talking to customers and everything. He's a super laid back guy. Real legit.
Mr. Monday Night.
Mr. Monday Night, yes, sir.
I like to call AJ Brown. Look, this is my future nickname for AJ Brown.
Okay.
AJ be looking play Brown.
That's right. There we go.
what is your future nickname for AJ Brown?
I'm just gonna call him GOAT. He's so good. He's unbelievable. Like, I think he's as good as there is in the NFL, and if he can stay healthy and have a good number 2 receiver on the other side, he's absolutely going to dominate every year.
Thank you, Preston, for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Glad to do it, man. Glad to do it. Thanks for having me on. We definitely catch up again soon. You guys have a good night.
I want to go for at least like 10 more minutes. Okay, with you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I got time. Yeah, I can make time. I got time.
I know you got some stuff to handle, but I want to go for another 10 minutes.
Let's go. Let's go for a few more. Yes, sir. Tell me more.
Well, let me ask you this. So who is your favorite running back of all time?
Good question. That is tough because I grew up being able to watch like Emmitt Smith and Warwick Dunn and Curtis Martin, Jerome Bettis. There's Eddie George. There's a lot of guys. I'd say Eddie. I mean, Derrick Henry's getting there, though. I mean, Derrick Henry's so fun to watch. He just runs over people and runs around people. He can do everything.
I actually thought he was going to come back in that. I thought he was going to come back in that 49ers game to stiff on Josh Norman out of his way.
Loved it. That would have been cool, huh? You know, I knew when it got close, I was like, they're going to hold him out for the playoffs. And it was they did the right decision. And he looked as good as he could look, I think, coming off 3 months of not playing. But I think it's just one of those things that they mismanaged how they used Foreman. But, of course, looking back now, it's easy to say that. But
okay, Preston, let me say this. A.J. Brown went off in the second half against the 49ers. Did you go to that game or no?
I did. I was cold. I was actually on national TV in that game. They showed me before the game. I was like I was around a bunch of 49ers fans, and I was the only one with my Titans hat on. I was going like this with the logo right there, so they could see that it was a Titans logo.
A.J. Brown is a problem for defenses.
He is. You know, it would have been good is if they would have thrown to him more in the fourth quarter of the playoff game. They kind of, especially the last couple drives, they just kind of went away from him, which there's a lot of stuff that didn't make sense in that game looking back at it, but it's just one of those things. I mean, you have your best player on offense that's absolutely destroying the defense.
I don't know how he went off in the second half on that game. I couldn't watch it because it was on NFL Network. Which sucked.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, it was. He just went off. I mean, he was doing the same thing he was doing against the Bengals, which is where I got frustrated because, you know, what he's doing against the Bengals, he was going off, and then all of a sudden, they just start throwing to other people. They start running the ball with Henry, and it's like go with what's working until it's broken. Like if A.J. Brown is getting that much advantage on the defender, and they can't stop him, feed him until they can stop him. I mean, there's no reason why you stop.
So, Preston, I want to say this real quick. What do you think? What's your expectations for Derrick Henry next year?
I think Derrick Henry's going to have at least 1,500 yards. I never want to say 2,000 because that's like it's not fair to set the bar that high. I think he's going to be his biggest critic. I think no matter what anybody writes about him or says about him, he's going to be harder on himself than any of those people could possibly ever be. I think he's going to come out and absolutely run over people. I think he's going to have at least 1,500 yards. I don't know the exact number, but probably 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns at least. He is going to come out mad that people wrote him off. They're going to say, "Oh, you were in the playoff game. You had 20 carries for 60 yards. Are you done?" Like, no, I'm not done. I'm ready to kick some ass.
You know any other super fans besides yourself? Chili Pepper?
Yeah, I know Chili Pepper. Fernando's my boy. That's my guy. I see him a lot. I'm friends with a lot of the super fans. I mean, and I don't even want to refer to myself as a super fan. I'm a fan just like anybody else. I've been blessed with some cool opportunities to be friends with players and have the Titans do cool stuff. I mean, I'm just like anybody else, but I've had some good luck with it. But I've gotten to know a lot of good fans, and a lot of my good friends have come from Titans games and Titans events and Titans Twitter. It's a fun thing when people aren't fighting, which
I
is pretty often.
I actually want to win. I want to get a AJ Brown signed football helmet.
Okay. I can help you with that. Like I know I've seen some on eBay too, and I will help you. That's the easy eBay or Fanatics. Like before you buy anything, send me a link. I'll look at it and tell you if it's real or not. Because that's a big thing. You want to make sure it's legit. It has good certification. He's done signings to several people I know, so I can tell whether or not it's good. But for a signed football helmet, a mini helmet, you could probably you got one for 120 bucks. It's not bad. A full size would probably be 250 or 300, but that's not too bad when it's your favorite player. Just get a good case to put it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Preston, I want to say this real quick, man. AJ Brown is a stud on the field when he's all over the field crushing defenses.
Yes, sir. He sure is. And that's the thing. He's a problem for any defense. So when he's hot, feed him. Keep throwing the ball to him. And then at some point when they start double covering him, somebody else is open. So at that point, feed that other person. It's AJ Brown can take over a game by himself. There's very few receivers that can. He can. Devontae Adams can. Julio can when he's healthy. There's a few guys. There's a handful of guys that have Justin Jefferson.
Hey, Preston,
Yeah.
I want to ask you, I would like to have a AJ Brown signed football too.
Okay, if you find some on eBay or if you come to a game or something, let's see if we can get him over there. I mean, that'd be the easiest way. It'd be the cheapest way. But if we can't, then we can order one on Fanatics or eBay or, another reputable site. You gotta, again, I'll look at anything you see that you like and make sure that it's legit and the price is good. Like if I think it's too much, I'll say, hey, I think that's probably more than you want to spend on that. Then I'll be out there for sure.
Yeah, you're the real one, bro. You're the real super fan I ever met.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to hear that.
I want to become a super fan.
Just be yourself. Just be yourself, honestly. Be yourself. Find something you like doing. Find something that you do unique that a lot of people don't do and beat the hell out of it with a stick. I mean, just keep doing it as much. If you love it and you feel like it's different, do it.
What was the first thing you ever collected as a super fan, like cards and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I started with cards and then I ended up getting into photos and jerseys and helmets. And I really wanted something different because I saw people would just get regular jerseys signed. I was like, well, I want to get a game jersey. So I started researching and figuring out what to look for and how to tell if one's real, how to tell if it's actually meant for that player and all that fun stuff. And then getting a real value. And then you get a gut in you get like a green light in your head that if you see something for a certain price, you jump. If it sounds bad, you push back. But you get a gut feeling. You either know or you don't. And you kind of know either way. But I mean, I started with cards, and cards are great. I still have a lot of cards that are valuable, and those are are like pretty good investments. There's some good investment stuff with cards, but it's so fluid. The market's so fluid. That's hard to figure out what it is to collect. I've kind of learned a couple things that seem like they're pretty good to collect that are not really Titans wise, and I'm kind of putting money into that stuff to eventually it helps fund other collectible stuff.
It was nice to meet you, man.
Likewise, brother. It's been fun. This has been good. I've got to run in a couple, but this has definitely been fun. It's been fun hanging with you and your mom. And the dog. All right.
So, I actually, I want to come to a game next year and meet you for sure.
Definitely. Hey, if you come to a game, we will meet up for sure. We will definitely link up. We'll take a picture. We'll hang out. I'm cool with that. That'd be awesome.
It would be real nice.
You got to tell me when you're coming to a game, okay? So that way I know.
It would be super nice to meet you at a game, Bo.
Absolutely. And you'll probably meet a few other people. If you meet me, you'll probably meet a few other people from Twitter too. So that'll be fun.
I cannot wait to see AJ Brown have hell of a game next year.
Same here. No shit. John Morant just got hurt. Oh no. Oh man. God. Oh man, that sucks. My favorite Grizzlies player just looks like
AJ Brown had a hell of a game against Kansas City, didn't he?
He did. A lot of people did. He looked good. Henry looked good. When we were beating them the way we were beating them, I thought there's no way I saw this coming. Nobody saw that coming because Kansas City was a tough out 2 years ago. And in the regular season, I think we won like 34-31. And then we're up, I think, like 24-0 at halftime or something. I thought, what is going on? Like, we're really beating the crap out of Kansas City this badly. This is – I didn't believe it. It was just – it was nuts.
I really like the way Tannehill played in the first half of that game until he started lacking a little bit in the second half.
Which I thought was fine at that point because we were up by so much and Kansas City still wasn't moving the ball. I think we were in good shape to where they didn't necessarily have to put their foot in the gas and just kill them. They knew that Kansas City couldn't do anything regardless. If
freaking Julio Jones didn't pull his hamstring, he would have made it all right.
That's true. I think I think they would have had another win or two. Not that it would have changed anything for playoff seeding, but it just would have been cool to have that 13 or 14 wins versus 12, which 12 is good. I mean, I'm happy. You told me we're going to be 12-5, we'd be the number one seed. I'd have been like, I would have taken that. I would have not even anybody would have, because you get the first round bye, which you have a lot of injured guys. You had 91 guys, and you still found a way to win 12 games.
Mike Vrabel got Coach of the Year. Mike Vrabel got Coach of the Year.
Yes. I mean, he did that with 91 different dudes. I mean, it's impressive.
He well deserved it.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy, too.
Have you met him before?
I have, yeah. I've got a picture with him. I ran the 5K a couple years in a row, and I got a picture with him there.
I can't see that. Put it closer, please.
What's that?
I can't see that, please.
Oh yeah, it's the glare kind of sucks in here. So let me see. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's Coach right there.
Yeah.
So I got to meet him a few times. He's a really nice guy. So he's a great coach. I mean, I think it's awesome what he does for charity. I think it's awesome what he does on the field and just how he treats people.
I'm so glad we have an owner like Amy Adams Trump. Amy Adams.
And she's great too. She's a great person. I love Miss Amy. I met her a bunch also. She so I'll show you this real fast, and then I've got to run in a second. But this is funny. So I like photobombing people, and one of my good friends, you'll see him on Twitter. He has a Chucky doll. His name is Steve Dalton. You've probably seen him. And he got a picture with Miss Amy. But then if you
Oh,
see him, you see who is in the background. Oh, who's in the background? Oh, if I can do this right. Who's in the background? God, here we go. Me. See, I'm photobombing him right there.
yeah.
So I kind of ended up in his picture, and I ended up printing it and getting Ms. Amy to sign it.
That's awesome, man.
It was cool. I like her. She's great. She's done so many good things for the Titans, and
She actually lets John Robinson go and get the players we need. You know it.
I'm sorry. Would you say one more time?
She actually lets John Robinson go out and get the players he needs.
Yes. She trusts him to make the right decisions, and Vrabel to also help with that. They have a good scouting department. They have a good group of personnel people. So they're constantly bringing people in, which I think they're not afraid to shake things up. And with 91 guys, you can't be. I mean, you gotta kind of sometimes you gotta make things happen somehow, and they kept it on track.
I did like Corey Davis at one time, but he was lacking a lot of things in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was frustrating with Corey. I like Corey too, and sometimes it just doesn't work out, and hopefully he does well in New York. It just doesn't work out all the time with any player, and then you get AJ Brown, and it does work out. So it's just you kind of, as long as you get a guy that it works out with, it doesn't matter how you get him or where you get him, is that you get him.
Like that Steelers game, I got so mad.
Yeah, that was not fun. That was not a fun game. And the Titans played like crap, and they almost beat the Steelers. Like, they played bad, and they only lost by, like, I think 5 or something. It was just a weird game. And if the Titans had looked out halfway close to good in that game, they would have beaten them by 20 points. They just weird game.
I just don't like the Steelers at all.
Oh, I hadn't either. That's been a rivalry for a long time, back to the old AFC Central days, the black and blue division, where these teams would play each other twice a year and beat the crap out of each other.
Hey, Preston, how
Yes, sir.
did you get that Antonio Brown autographed?
Antonio Brown autograph? The jersey? It's not even autographed. It's a jersey. I'll show you this real fast. Now I got to run, but this is actually from a storage unit of a former Titans player. They had not paid their bill, and someone I know ended up getting it and selling it to me. So I got lucky because I got it for about 1/10 of what it was worth. I mean, it's probably a $5,000 to $6,000 jersey. I got it for $500.
But I don't like that guy. He has a lot of upside on his head.
He does. There's something there that I think really
right now.
You got to look at. It's deeper than football. It's deeper than what people are saying. There's something there. He needs help. I don't know what it is, but something's not right. Whatever it is, and I hope for him he finds whatever makes him happy and he gets help. But man, I got to run. I hate to do this, but I got to help the kid with homework. So I appreciate you having me on, brother.
All right, bro. Anytime you want to come on, I'll let you, bro.
Sounds good, man. Have a good one, buddy. And nice to meet you guys.
You too, man.
You
nice
too.
To see y'all.
Nice meeting you, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a good night.
You too. Good night.
You too. That was the one and only